From their invention in the early 1940s to today's world, video games have grown to become a booming industry. But how did we get to where we are today? According to an interactive timeline article by the National Museum of Play, last edited on August 8, 2014, the first computer-based game was invented in 1914 and displayed in the World Fair that year. This game had people trying to avoid picking up the last match and trying to beat a computer system running the game. According to the same website, tens of thousands of people played it. Numbers have grown from 10,000 since then. According to an article published by the Entertainment Sophomore Rating Board, or ESRB, last edited on September 13, 2014, 67% of all Americans play video games today. Video games have had an interesting history since their invention, and today I'm going to discuss their early years, when they started to catch popularity in the 1970s and 1990s, and their role in today's world. In order to get the full history of video games since their invention, we need to start at the beginning. According to an article by Princeton University, last edited on September 22, 2014, the first video games were developed as an outgrowth of computer research in the 1950s. These games involved simple programs such as chess, tic-tac-toe, and blackjack. Most use an artificial intelligence program in an amusing way for others to use. However, these early games were limited to just testing or demonstrating theories. Probably the most famous of these early games was Space War. MIT student Steve Russell invented this game, and it takes credit as the first real computer-based video game. Video games grew in both design and popularity in the following years. According to a timeline article by infoplease.com published in 2007, video games really started to catch fire in the 1970s and 1990s. Classics like the Oregon Trail and Pong were invented and went on the market in the early 1970s. This was also about the same time the first home gaming consoles hit the market. In 1978, 60,000 Space Invader machines hit the U.S., causing Americans to spend millions of quarters at the arcades. Pac-Man and Donkey Kong, featuring the worldwide star Mario, went on sale in the early 1980s. More classics, such as Tetris, The Legend of Zelda, and the first ever Madden football game also hit the market in the 1980s. All these instant classics captured the hearts of millions of people all across the world. In the 1990s, the first Mortal Kombat game and the first ever first-person shooter, Doom, changed the industry forever. The Sony PlayStation and the Nintendo 64 were also released in the late 1990s. Today, video games have become more advanced than they ever were. According to the interactive timeline article by the National Museum of Play, gaming consoles have evolved to have touchscreens like the Nintendo DS, motion sensors like the Wii, and online capabilities like the Xbox 360. The release of the Xbox 360 in 2005 opened up a world of competition to players. People can connect wirelessly and compete with others from across the nation and the world. Video games have changed from slow 8-bit platform games to games with a beautiful open world to explore, like Skyrim. From simple computer games to vast open worlds and advanced shooters, video games have changed a great deal. They have grown to impact the lives of millions of people across the world. Now, they're a major industry in the world. Thank you.